are they not moving the tanks? There's 4 people on Germany and nobody's moving the army. Come on. Oh my god, guys, look at this. They combined naval invasion and terror job. I mean, this might not land. And look at this. The USA's building dockyards again. Uh-oh. Romanian Marine. Sorry, what did you choose?
I choose Nave.
Okay, but we don't know what faction yet. Sidestrike, really quickly, tell me, what faction do you want to play?
I'll take the Axis.
The Axis? You sure? Sidestrike, you're not like sleepwalking right now or something? Okay, Sidestrike Axis, Nave allies. Okay, then you can also pick your next your player already, Sidestrike, since Ditz chose Nave.
I would choose Awesome.
Awesome, okay. Ditz, you pick it now?
Bowser from Iago.
Humyago?
Yeah, this is like EU versus US.
Okay.
I'm coming to you today to talk about the importance of drafting Yato to my team.
Yato, oh. A Kansas player on your side that's not gonna, be in the enemy team, and
Wait,
also one
wait.
less Russia player.
No, wait, I want Tommy Osama. I misspoke.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Tommy
They're very,
Osama. Yeah, man, NA team. NA versus AU. Huh?
Who's gonna play Russia?
I don't know. I mean, Yago, I've seen him play it. Nave, I've seen play it. I would let Ditz play Russia, like if you mentioned Ditz alone in Russia with some goofy corps who don't know how to play the game. Beatty could play Russia, but his Russia didn't seem too strong last time I saw it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and ban Bowser off of France.
Bowser France. Okay, guys, the draft is done now. Now we just need to get the one guy to, set up the lobby. So we have Purin and we have... Okay, Awesome is on Italy. So they might actually have a strong Italy here, guys. I just don't know if Sidestrike is going to do good on Germany. I just hope... Can man even put Roma next to their name? So they know that they're Americans. Ixlik playing the communists and Scrolllord playing the fascists. Germany doing Reichsautobahn. Italy not doing anything yet. I guess they're gonna hold focus so they can pick one of these buttons here early. Research in Germany. He's researching CAS planes, improved machine tools, basic worker skills, concentrated industry, and in construction too. Japan production line. They were building a lot of light artillery and guns. But that's good. They need a lot of light artillery and they need a lot of guns, so I think that makes sense. They're just not building any planes yet. Usually you always see them make a line of close air support early on. Yeah, they're researching amphibious tanks and Amtraks, I think. Looks pretty funny if you ask me. And yeah, guys, look at it. He's also constantly doing these focuses here. Usually what you see them do is not continue any of the focuses until this one. So they have enough political power to constantly contest states. And this way, he won't have that much control over territory here. He's constantly doing the decisions and prolonging the civil war, which means he will probably be able to complete all of his focuses, which means he will start with more units and his enemy will start with slightly less. But therefore, he will have way less control over territory. I'm not sure if that's going to be worth it for him in the end, but we will see. We have a left side France, so early war France that got nerfed, by the way, guys. 5% less factory output. I'm not sure if that's going to make that big of a difference, but nonetheless. We have a containment UK, so early war UK, early war France. We have a Göring Germany, so early war Germany. We have a early war Italy. That's good, guys. We don't have a late game Italy and a early game Germany, but we have early game Germany, early game Italy. So that together could work out really well. Thing is though that the UK and France are really actually like countering it a little since they're doing it themselves. And we have an early war Russia. Guys, this is good. And there's a Spanish Civil War. Oh. I mean, unit-wise, we have 64 units on the fascist side versus 68. Like, look at this, guys. The Republicans still have more units, no? Than the nationalists here. And they still control most of the big VPs. They will be able to free Madrid instantly because all of their mountaineers spawned here very conveniently. It's just that this is all probably not going to be able to survive. But they're going to be able to take this. If I was the nationalist, I would like make a line somewhere here along the river, the mountain tiles, and then down to Valencia in the mountains. And then, to kill all of this and then just push it down. Where will the Axis volunteer spawn? I think in Burgos. Since they don't control a single port, right? Or Barcelona maybe. Burgos or Barcelona, but I think it's Burgos. Because last time they also spawned in Burgos. The Republican volunteers should spawn down here in Malaga somewhere. So in the south. So yeah, guys, what we can see immediately is that the nationalists are moving all of the units to Madrid. To as quickly as possible take it and delete the unit that was defending it. They might actually get in there in time. That's really good, guys. Even though the Mountaineers were right next to it, they didn't make it in time. But yeah. Let's see, the fascists are getting consolidated north, which is a really important focus. It gives them access to 6 small military factories to build more equipment for themselves. Yeah, we need to look at Germany, man. Because Germany started building military factories day one. Usually you don't do that. You build a few civilian factories first, because the civilian factories are the ones that you use to build other factories and to import resources that your military factories need. This is really good for the early game. but the longer the game lasts, if you don't make huge gains in the beginning, it could end up backfiring a lot and you will fall behind. But yeah, guys, the Axis is really pushing through here in the west, I can see. They were just mentioned to strength lead 1 unit. One thing that's very important to keep an eye on, though, are these Mountaineers here. They're really, really strong. They're using a lot of heavy artillery, and since they're Mountaineers, they're also special forces. Just mentioned to consolidate the north, which means he gets another 6 mils. As you can see right now, he has 19 military factories, while his opponent only has 10. So yeah, you can see that he's building quite a lot of equipment, while his enemy is also building a bit, but he's not building any guns. What? Guys, what the fuck is this? I don't know. I guess the Republican player doesn't really know how to play Spain in this, but it's very interesting nonetheless. Usually you always have to put all of your economy on guns here, in this case, because you just run out of everything else. But artillery is really decent, guys. Artillery has a lot of soft attack, which is good against soft targets like infantry. And as you can see here, there's just only infantry fighting here, because nobody has really heard about tanks yet. So China, oh yeah, you're right. Japan is going to take China soon. But China has 60 mils, 56 civs. They're building a lot of guns, a lot of artillery. They have 33 decent divisions. Some of them are even veterans or so-called war heroes. They have a lot of stats, a lot of soft attack. To quickly check that out though, they have no AA in them. No anti-air. I don't know about that. That's maybe a bit of a mistake. And then they have 172 of these. So in total they have 4.5 million men in the field. Let's look at Japan. Japan has 1 million men in the field. Yeah, training a lot of Mountaineers. They have a lot of these guys here with a lot of soft attack, but also no anti-air, right? Yeah, interesting. But I didn't see any Marines yet, guys, right? But yeah, guys, I mean, the only way Ixik can still lose this is if he runs out of guns. And look at this. Since we checked the last time, he dropped another 5k guns. So pushing, guys, is really, really expensive. You end up losing so many guns. So it's actually kind of good for the nationalists that the Republicans are trying to push like this right now. What they need to do themselves, though, is they need to go up on guns because they're only building 24 a day. Stop building, like, radio equipment, man. Build more guns. You guys come to me like being able to talk to each other over the radio doesn't really help either. Okay, Japan could declare war on China, but I guess they're deciding to keep it a little delayed. Okay, they went for the cheaper fighters instead of the more factory output. I don't know about that one. Interesting. And they are still building civs. So, I don't know, guys. It seems like a bit of a late game Japan, I guess. Russia is already building mills, so they're really preparing for the early game Germany here. If Germany manages to even get through the allies, I don't know. Unless they're still building civs, which makes sense. I guess they can, they can allow themselves to do that for a little more. And we have a tank France, medium tank France. So we quickly check out what these guys look like. Pretty decent, if you ask me. They're not. I think they're okay. You know, the speed is okay, 6 kilometers an hour. Reliability is horrible, but it doesn't really matter. They don't manage to get anything out of France anyway. Everything dies there. Decent breakthrough and decent stats for like a 1936 tank with what he has, you know. The nationalist player got baited into attacking everywhere again. I don't know if that's a good or a stupid idea. We'll see soon enough. They're starting to snake over here in the west. If they manage to encircle that and actually end up killing all of these encirclements, it would actually be worth it. But yeah, guys, we will really quickly look at Japan and China because I'm really curious on how this is going to look. Japan not planning any naval invasions. Also no push in Shanghai. He's just going to focus completely on the north. And I don't know how well that's going to work out for him. By looks of it, he already bounced right on the front line. But he's able to take Tianjin and the other part of the city. I just don't know, man. Usually all of the Japans that didn't do any naval invasions all like had really hard time and struggled a lot. So let's see how good this guy's gonna do. I mean, he can't really afford to mount any big naval invasions either, right? He doesn't have the equipment for it since he's building so many civs. Here's on the German tanks. We will check it out very soon. I don't think they're building any tanks yet though, because they were building planes earlier when we checked. But we will check it out very quickly. Looks like they're pinning the tiles right next to Beijing, so China can't reinforce Beijing anymore. Remember, guys, also funny new mechanic here. For China, as you can see here, these small cranes, those basically are the indicators for China evacuating factories from these states. So every, I think, 2 weeks or every month or something, they evacuate a factory here. So the longer Japan needs to take these states, the less factories there will be for them to take. So that's actually the incentive for China to actually hold these frontline states here. The nationalist breakthrough in the west was actually really successful. They managed to encircle at least 5 divisions here and also gain a lot of territory and take control over Sevilla, which is a really big industrial hub for military factories here. That should really hurt the Republican military economy here. And look at this, they're just building 10 guns a day, that's all they're doing. While the nationalists are building 38 a day, so they are going to be completely fine here. And yeah, Japan now pushed all the way in here, which is super cool, but now they ran out of supply and now they can't push anymore. So yeah, maybe a naval invasion could have helped them here a little, but I guess they didn't think about that one. But you know what, they're still advancing a little, right? And maybe if they like hit their head against the wall often enough, they will finally be able to take it, but they have to build a supply up first, otherwise they won't be able to push this. As you can see, that's marked, it's flooded. Nobody can go there anymore. And China managed to evacuate all of his units from the north, which was really, really lucky for them. And also really good, man. They managed to hold this area for quite a long time, and they didn't lose their entire army in the process, so that's a W. And casualty-wise, it's 1 to 5, so that's still acceptable for Japan, but not really good. And there goes Sudetenland. So now Germany got the border regions with the Czech Republic, which is also like, I don't know, a few factories. And then, I don't know, in a few days, I think like 70? Yeah, 70 more days, he will annex the rest of the Czech lands, and then Slovakia will be a player, a puppet nation of his. And there's quite a few factories here, 50 military factories and 8 civs. Did he manage to do all of his industry focuses? He did. And there that goes, guys. The nationalists won the Spanish Civil War.
Well, no shit.
Japan starting to break through here. Very important. If they manage to get here and break through here, they can encircle everything that's there, which is really important. It's just that Japan is not really, like, micring, really. You know, they could use these 5 marines to push here. These ones to take the city and just keep pushing west, but I guess they're a little sleepy, right? They don't really want to encircle the Chinese. They just want to make it as hard as possible for themselves, I have a feeling. Which is interesting. I expected them to, like, act less self-destructive. But I guess, you know, they're maybe like a bit sadistic or something. They like that. They like hurting themselves. So I guess that's why they do this. Okay, shift click. They're walking in here. Guys, could this be like the second big encirclement in the Sino-Japanese conflict? I really hope, because otherwise it's going to be extremely boring and they're straight pouring out and they're not pitting. Oh, they could meme it though? Oh, they didn't meme it. Don't open up the comment whip across the river. Oh, you have none of stats. And China's going to get out again in the nick of time. Boo! Oh, they might actually get... Okay, they got 5 units, guys. They got 5 units and they took Nanjing. So I guess it was worth it. They could have had way more if they were just a little quicker, but hey, still fine. Yeah, look at this, guys. Russia and the UK combined are building 6 planes a day right now, while Germany is building 8, with only half the factories on it, which is just crazy. And Germany already building tank destroyers, which is important. It's good. I don't think they will need them against France, but in Africa there will be some heavy tanks driving around. And these things are really solid, man. 38 armor, 35 piercing. Let's check out the French units, because he probably has a template by now. Yeah, look at this. I mean, Germany won't be able to pierce him either, I think, by looks of it. But they also won't be able to pierce Germany. And Germany has 200 more heart attack than him. And Germany has more orc, Germany has more tanks. And he doesn't have much infantry this way, because he's going for so many tanks. And that means he's going to be way easier for Germany to break France here. Look at this German setup here, guys. Look how much air they have. They have 5.4k fighters and 1200 close air support planes. All they need some tactical bombers over Poland to bomb the forts and Warsaw and stuff. That's already a mistake I see again. Guys, look at this, man. I look at the nation for less than a split second, I already see something they're doing wrong. But maybe I should focus on more on what the people are doing right, not what they're doing wrong. But yeah, Poland, man, I don't know. This does not look too healthy, man. Poland has 700,000 men in the field. It looks like... 700,000 is a big number, but this doesn't look like 700,000 men to me, man. And look at this, guys. All of these motorized civilians. I hope Romania comes up here and then helps Germany to just snake everything. If they all run in from everywhere and then zack, 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 everything is gone. And damn, man, look at the speed, guys! The Romanians and the Bulgarians and the Germans, they're all moving in from everywhere here. All they need to do is just beeline for Warsaw to take it as quickly as possible. Lodge already encircled. The units are going to die really quickly. Poland's not lasting at all. He just started now, but it's way too late. The orc has already decreased so much that they will still end up dying. And yeah, all Germany needs to do now is get next to Warsaw, get planning bonus and just attack it. One big problem I already see is that Germany has no planning bonus up. But they have so much cash flying. France not even trying to push Saarbrücken. That's really good for Germany. But also pretty good for France, because he would have not reached anything there, right? Anyway, so... that was interesting here. Let's see. All they need to do is just attack it from all directions. Constantly keep it in combat, so the 1,000 cat planes they're flying here will actually deal the damage. Also important for them to do is take out the airports, so the UK can't really use them to support Poland with any planes. So the Polish supply is completely fucked, which will make Poland die even quicker. And it looks like they will die in less than 20 days, maybe. And there they go. Damn, guys, that was one of the quickest Poland caps so far. So yeah, and now Germany will go for Norway, I guess, and maybe even France. I hope they go for Norway first before they go for France, because last time we had Germany do this, they, yeah. If Germany wants to go in now, they could actually even kill it quickly, but I guess they're going to go in for Denmark and Norway first, which is good. Because last time they didn't go in for Denmark and Norway first, then they fucked up and lost a lot of shit. Yeah, let's look one more time at Italy, and then what of the Axis have what the else have in Africa. Italy is doing an infantry build, so he has a lot of infantry in Africa. He didn't build up any forts, he's building them up now, but I don't think they will finish in time. Depends on how long Germany will take until he declares war on France though, right? Sorry, on France. So, let's see if we will be able to finish these in time. Looking pretty good for Germany so far. With all of these motorized units also now snaking here in Norway, I can see this working out very well. And look at this, guys. They have Slovakia with motorized units. They have Hungary with motorized units. They have Romania. They will have Spain later, not now. And they have Bulgaria. And all of that against this France, who doesn't have many good units. Like, this infantry here won't do very well against these motorized units. This is ass against these motorized units. And all that can stop them is these tanks. But these tanks can't be everywhere. Look at the front line. It's so big, and the tanks are only 3 tiles. They took out Norway already, guys. Look at this. And they're already pulling down the motorized units. Like, this Axis is playing good so far, guys. Okay, there it goes, guys. France is moving in everywhere. Rather slowly, though. But it's just infantry, that's why. But look how quickly these trucks are advancing here, guys. That's the real blitzkrieg. It's just that I think Germany's moving way too much stuff on this one tile. Look at this. There's everything on this tile here. Everything on one tile there. Instead of just splitting up a little more. But hey, it doesn't matter. Let's see how they're gonna do against the French tanks here. Let's see if France is gonna click this, by the way, here, guys. This tile with like 10 German tanks on there. If France clicks that, then would be funny. Would be funny. They could also just click this plain style here, though. Uh-oh. Germany's gonna... Oh. Germany, don't get encircled, come on. Oh, guys, man, this does not look good at all for France, man. He's completely getting overrun here. Belgium will capitulate soon since he lost Brussels and stuff. So the Belgian units are gone now. And look at this, the entire north is open, guys. It's like the French didn't expect the Germans to do this. And look at this, the French tanks are getting bullied by the German ones. And they paradrop Paris! They paradrop Paris! I can't believe it! They actually paradrop Paris! Mumiago got paradrop because Paris was empty. Oh my god, man. This might be the quickest France cap yet, man. If they get Le Havre, like, very soon, and they manage to hold Paris, this is the quickest France cap so far. That, guys, it's so important for Germany that he kills France this quickly, man. Because, as you guys can see here, for every 10 days France holds, Germany gets so... Look at this, guys. They got so many factories. That's how many factories is that, guys? That's 2 civs and 2 mils per level, right? So that's like 18 civs and 18 mils extra on all of the... top of all of the stuff that they had there. Damn, man! And the Allies did not push too much in Africa. Let's go! Come on, Germany, get your tanks to Africa! Guys, this could maybe be a game where the Axis just doesn't completely die and we actually get a game! I mean, unless they get encircled here. Come on, don't lose this now, Italy. They're not still... Why are they not moving the tanks? There's 4 people on Germany and nobody's moving the army! Ah, man, this already makes me angry, guys. And now the Italian army is encircling the Tobruk. Okay, Germany started moving his army now. As soon as the German army arrives here, guys, it's gonna be very, very interesting. Because the German tanks are usually the ones who can defeat the Allied tanks very well. And France is gonna hold this. I'm sorry, not France, Italy is probably gonna hold this. Are they gonna encircle Poland here? I don't think so, no? They're not. Oh, they might? No. Let's see, is Germany lose a tank? Why is Germany not microing, man? Okay, looks like they killed 1 Polish mountaineer. Okay, they killed 1 Polish mountaineer and they forced like a lot of other ones to lose a lot of strength because they fought to the death instead of retreating. So that's good for them. And it looks like... Okay, look at this. Look at these stats on Bulgarian units. They're gonna take out Mazamatra in no time here. Yeah, guys, as soon as they get these 2 airports and at least one of the supply men, they're gonna be cooking. It's just that they don't really have the units to push the southern tile here in Kara. Italy's trying to push it, but they're really struggling against 2 Canadian converts and they're not even attacking anymore. Looks like Poland might get overrun here. Yes. Is Italy attacking it? No, Germany's attacking it. There goes Poland and Canada, I guess. Not really, because they're last standing. But, you know, Poland's still losing a lot of strength on his units. They didn't get killed completely, but they still lost a lot of their strength. But yeah, if they take Kara now, they should have the supply problems a little more fixed. All they need to do is somewhat try and get behind Mazamatsu, pin it so they can't keep reinforcing the city itself, and then the city will fall too. I mean, all they need to do now is take this hill here with the tanks, constantly attack this tile, and have their heavy RT units cycle on the main with shore bombardment and the railway gun support, then they're gonna be completely fine. Kill whatever is trying to defend it there, and then move in with your good heavy RT units to the north and take Alamein. That's all you need to do. Oh, UK's going out to commemorate. Let's see if he's gonna... Oh yeah, he caught the Romanians here. It's okay though, as long as Italy stands on this tile and defends the other part of the naval invasion, it should be completely fine. There's a naval battle now, Italy versus the UK. Italy has way more light attack and way more torpedoes. He should win that. He doesn't have any air though. Let's see what happens after the screen dies, because then all of the torpedoes from the destroyers and stuff will go through to kill the capital ships. Yeah, so far pretty good trades for Italy here. It's just that his capital line is suffering a lot. But it doesn't really matter. If his enemy screen is gone, he can just start killing him. And the carriers are starting to get hit too. Look at that. 3 of them are retreating from the battle. As soon as that happens, Italy will completely start wiping it, the UK here. And they managed to take Cyprus, which means 1 less airport for the UK and 1 more for the Axis to use in this naval battle here. And the UK is retreating with his capitals. And that means the carriers are gonna die. And there go the carriers. Ooh. Look at this. I mean, they managed to evacuate a lot of their old battleships and 3 of their carriers, but they still lost their entire screen and a lot of, like, 2 carriers, basically, like almost half of the carriers. And now, guys, look at this. Germany's doing what I said they should do. They're pushing through the desert here in the center, which is important to supply up, and it secures the flank over here, which means you can finally go in there and attack Alamein unhindered, while without getting pinned the whole time. And look at this, guys. They might meme it. They might meme it. Oh, that was so close. Now, I mean, all they need to do is now do naval invasions. Because support garrisons from the allies are not good at all. If they have some decent divisions landing here with paradrops, which they could do, they have the air supremacy. They could split the front line in two, basically, for the allies, and then the allies will have a way harder time. Like, Elmain will get memed, guys, eventually. There's no doubt about it. And as soon as that gets memed, and as soon as they take it, Africa will fall. Oh, they memed it. Are they gonna get in there first? Yes, they will. And that's it, guys. Now Africa will start falling. This might be it, guys. The beginning of the end for the Allied holding in Africa, you could say. Oh, really good click here, guys. Look at this. They're completely outflanking the Allies. If Germany... Oh, my God. Oh, the Allies are running away. They're completely running away. They're abandoning each other. Oh, they killed a German tank here because they, of a bug. That's just how it is, though. Germany was a bit greedy there. But hey, they're fine, guys. They're fine. They're pushing through here very hard. 9 Allied tanks on one tile here. Look at this, guys. The flanks are completely empty. Come on. Oh, my God, guys. Look at this. They combined naval invasion and paradrop. I mean, this might not land. Or it might actually land, but they're last standing. I said that they didn't land around the tier 2. If they encircled it, they could have landed. Oh, Spain is here now too, guys. Oh my God, guys, this could be big. It's July 40, they already took Africa, which enables Italy, sorry, not Africa, they already took Cairo, which enables Italy to do some of these focuses here very soon, which will give them a lot more factories and a lot more factory output for Germany, which that's exactly what Germany needs now. All they need to do is just walk to the south here, cut off the railways so the supply ups and Aswan and stuff don't work, and then the others will be starved out of supply. Though the Axis supply is also not looking much better right now. What is the Russia doing? Russia's doing mediums, right? Oh, they're doing heavy tanks. And this is perfect for the Axis. They're doing heavy tanks. They're going to be really good, but they won't have that many of them, right? Which means they can use their advantage over the entire front line. The superiority in numbers and speed, because they have all of these truck divisions. But hey, let's see. It's February. They still have 4 months to set for Barbarossa. It looks like they're moving a lot of infantry. And look at this, guys. They already have 28 tanks standing around here. With probably even more in the queue or like in planning. They still have like 8 more in Africa. They're going to have a huge army, man. That's crazy. UK is out of convoys. UK is out of convoys, guys. Oh my God, guys. Japan could declare the war any second now. Oh, there it is. Tora, guys. The US naval base at Hawaii has been attacked. And now, guys, look at the naval map mode here. Look at all of these commemorating battles popping up everywhere. Ay. So, guys, these islands are instantly going to swap over to Japan because they're not being defended at all. The USA is doing a good job at commemorating a bit himself, though, not going to lie. And it looks like he's also going to be able to defend the Philippines here. At least by looks of it. I mean, at least maybe the first wave. There's going to be a lot of Japanese units popping up here soon that are going to try and land. But let's see. Okay, there they are. Let's see if they're going to get in here or if they're going to get reinforcement. Because that's, you know, the tiles where the amphibious tanks are landing on. And they're pretty good. Like, that one is going to fall very soon. This one, though, I don't know about. But yeah, guys, looks like Manchu took Borneo. They took northern Borneo to Sulawesi. They're going to take southern Borneo. And yeah, guys, the combined Indian and Chinese counteroffensive is now trying to throw Japan out of Indochina here. Looks like they're going to take the supply ups right on the Indian border. And also, they push them out of the northern part here. Which is pretty good for the allies. They're doing something against Japan. Okay, get us Barb, by the way. Operation Barbarossa has been declared. Russia trying to click Germany across a river in the south with heavy tanks. It's, I don't know, guys. I don't want to insult anyone, but that's not very smart. Heavy tanks are not really good across rivers. I mean, they're pushing in the north, but looks like they're already going to get encircled here in the north by the heavy tanks. Never mind, they got in there last second, and looks like they're going to be fine. But like I said, encircled Brest-Litovsk. They took this run really quickly. And let's see if they can cross the south. It's going to be really hard, guys, because the heavy tanks have really nice stats. But if they micro well and use their numerical superiority very well, then they're going to be fine. And look at this, guys. They managed to make a breakthrough between the marshes and Wilno here. And looks like the road to Minsk is a little open. We might see Russia lose some heavy tanks here now, guys. If they don't micro themselves here. And there it is. Three heavy tanks here. Let's see if they're actually going to be able to kill them. Damn, man, they're so slow. And the infantry's in the battle. The tanks are not getting in. Okay, now Russia woke up. What are the allies doing? They are pushing pretty hard in Africa. Italy needs to look that he gets backlines and gets more units on these hill tiles and cities that he can defend easier. Because as soon as the allies start getting a breakthrough and he doesn't have a backline anymore, he's just going to get overrun. Because he doesn't have anything to counterattack. He only has like 4 heavy tanks or something. But this is dangerous now for Russia, guys. Especially the north, man. What? Oh, Germany. Look at this, guys. They're standing next to Stalingrad. They're not taking it. Oh, Germany's running out of guys. Look at this. This might kill Germany now. They're running out of manpower. They're running out of fuel, all while their front line is completely overextended. Guys, could this be it? And they're at Stalingrad. Oh my God, guys, this is such good roleplay. China looking strong? China really strong. But I don't know, man. They've looked like that the whole time. And it's actually, guys, it's actually China dying to nationalist China. I don't know, actually pretty good, guys. Like, I didn't expect that. This guy was gonna, like, you know, be the one who's on the offensive. Look at this. USA looks completely fine. Always then you... Oh. Guys, if the USA drops to 0% war support, they actually get kicked out of the war. I forgot to tell you. Oh my god, man. And look at this, the USA is building dockyards again. Guys, this is such a huge impact from Japan, man. Oh, Germany gave some of his tanks to Bulgaria. And they're at the gates of Stalingrad now. They're gonna take Stalingrad now, guys. Not much longer, and they're gonna have Stalingrad. Yeah, look at this. 70 military factories. That's 10% or even more of the entire Soviet military, like, economy. That's crazy. That's a lot of victories. Damn. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, this encirclement. If this dies, I don't know, man. It's gonna be very bullish. The Axis needs to kill this encirclement. Then it would have been worth it. But it's a very dangerous situation for them right now. Russia's getting a lot of units everywhere. Leningrad fell now. So all of these units are also gonna end up dying. At least Leningrad factories were evacuated. So there's no factories that Russia lost there. And this in the center here also looks like it's gonna get encircled soon. I mean, maybe. Germany doesn't have that much infantry there because of all of the stuff going on in the north, right? There's a lot of infantry being pulled away from the center because of that. Full North American Axis. That's what it took, the NA team, to finally give us an Axis victory in this fucking tournament, man. Unbelievable. This is just crazy to me. That it took so fucking long and it was the fucking Americans after all. Everybody, when they saw the draft, said the Axis is shit. I mean, the NA people are bad. They're not gonna win, they're gonna lose, they said. And now look at this. Complete domination. That wasn't a single second I thought they would lose this. Wink, wink. And yeah, they're gonna encircle Stalingrad. Oh, there goes Russia capped. October 42, guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Romanian Marines. I mean, sorry, Romanian trucks. Moranian, man, I can't even talk anymore. Landed in the UK. And now they're gonna work their way through the UK. And there's a lot of other invasions launching now. Oh no, Germany's moving a lot of infantry, man. They're gonna kill their supply. Look at this, with zero orc, just letting Liverpool like that. But yeah, guys, I really hope you had fun watching. I had a lot of fun today. Make sure to drop a like and follow the stream for the next game. I hope you had fun watching, and I see you guys, okay? Bye-bye!